Hi guys, we're at the end of week 13 of taking 150 milligrams of sertraline to treat MDDS, PPPD and CPTSD. I hope you're all doing okay and Happy New Year. I've been okay, not too bad. Things have calmed down a little bit with the external stresses. My friend's out of hospital for now, so that's been a big thing. I've had another friend that's had a horrible time. She's been stuck in India, not been able to get home. And has miscarried a child over there, so it's been really upsetting. I've been worried about her a lot. She's been stuck in a third world country for 4 months. Just awful, really feeling for her. I think a lot of us people, we are very empathetic people, and it affects us deeply, these things. Anyway, that's her stuff, that's not my stuff, but still, it's definitely had an impact on my symptoms, as well as my friend being in hospital. So those kind of things, I know that my friend in India is on her way home, and my other friend is out of hospital for the moment. So things have kind of lessened a little bit. I spent my first night away from home last night, and I thought I wasn't going to sleep, but I did. I took the massager with me, but I spent a lot more time off of the massager than I did on the massager. So that's a good thing. I said to myself, right, I'm only going to use it when my symptoms go above an 8. So that's how I dealt with that. So I actually wasn't too bad last night. I managed to sleep okay as well. My partner wasn't there. I was in someone else's bed on my own. My friend that came out of hospital, I went to stay with her for the night, and I was pretty much okay. I didn't really think very much about my symptoms. I think the problem is when I'm at home is that I'm not distracted, and you know what it's like when you've been with somebody for a long time. I mean, I've been with my partner for 18 years. There's only so much conversation you can have with them. And I think that makes a difference. So the attention goes inwards. So anyway, yeah, it's not been a bad week really. And I did have my period as well, beginning of the week. So my symptoms were quite high on Thursday, but it's not been too bad. The ear ringing's gone down. As I said, that only comes up when I'm very stressed, and that's kind of like the final thing. It tells me, no, you need to calm down now. You need to soothe. I've had dodgy vision, but it has been very dark, and it's the usual thing, you know. So nothing really to update on other than I stayed away from home last night and I was okay. I actually slept for 12 hours, guys. 12 hours. I think I'm just so exhausted. I think my eyes, I've just got so much eye strain that I really needed it. And actually I could still sleep now. I don't necessarily wake up feeling refreshed at all. I feel rested but not refreshed. I long for the day that I can feel that, you know. I have started an eating plan, so I'm no longer having bread or rice or pasta or potatoes or cereal or anything like that. I'm not doing a strict keto diet, but I am cutting certain foods out of my diet, mainly sugar and carbohydrates. So I'm focusing on eating protein and fat, basically. So let's see how that goes, how long that lasts. But no, seriously, I do need to lose the weight that I put on from sertraline, which has been 3 stone now. So, and I put my weight on my belly, which is a really dangerous place to have it. So I am going for a follow-up with my doctor on Wednesday. Not related to triple PD. Again, it's the GP just hasn't got a clue what that is, and they don't even talk about it when I go there. So it's to review my medication and to review the HRT that I'm taking, because I'm not really sure that it's making any difference to me, if I'm honest. That was something that I decided to take to see if it mitigated some of the symptoms that I'm getting, like the night sweats and things like that, but they are definitely related to sertraline. So that is a side effect that I have, and it tends to be when I increase my dose. which I'm not going to go any higher than 150. That's it. That's the ceiling for me. Yeah, so I'm going to go through a review then, and I'm going to discuss my diet with the doctor then. So that's that. Tomorrow, I can't believe it. I mean, I'm about a 6 at the moment. I'm meeting Steve from Steve's Long COVID Journey. We're meeting up for the first time in person. He's driving over to Hertfordshire from Berkshire, and we're going to do a paranormal investigation together at somebody's house that's been experiencing some very, very weird and distressing things in her property. Now, I know this isn't something that I talk about on my channel, because my channel is for people with PPPD, and some of you are going to be skeptic or even cynic and say, yeah, I don't want to hear about this. But just to brief you on it, in 2001, I was, 23? And I lived in a rented house that was, I won't say it's haunted, but from what I understand from experts that I've spoken to, I lived with a poltergeist. And it was a tumultuous period of my life, and I was a young woman, and that tends to be the case with poltergeist cases. And ever since that day, or ever since that time, I mean, I only lived in that property for 6 months. So I had to quit my tenancy, and I lost hundreds of pounds because of it, but I couldn't live there any longer. I just couldn't do it. Things would move, things would turn themselves up on their own. And me and my friend, one night we experienced heavy breathing coming from the fireplace towards our faces, and it got about this far away, and I just screamed, and that was it. That was the end. I couldn't deal with it anymore, and that's why I left. So all of this experience has naturally given me an interest in parapsychology. Particularly, I'm not sort of jumping to conclusions saying it's a ghost or whatever. I'm trying to look at the scientific explanation for these kind of things, and there definitely is a pattern to them. The girls whose house I'm going to tomorrow with Steve, she is a 20-something-year-old living alone with her child, experiencing very, very similar things to what I did. So I feel like I can help her and hopefully reassure her that what she's experiencing isn't anything to worry about. I don't want to go around there and have her frightened. I'm going around there to try and debunk the things that are happening to her. And Steve is experienced in doing investigations. I'm experienced in the parapsychology aspect of it, the studying of the paranormal, and all that kind of stuff. So we'd actually make quite a good team. He's got all the equipment, and we're going to meet up tomorrow about 9 o'clock. I think he's aiming to get here for snow permitting. Yeah, so we're going to investigate this house, and I'm thinking to myself, am I well enough to do it? But then the other half of my brain is like, yes, you are well enough to do it. You just think you're not. So we'll see. We're not investigating at night. It's during the day. It's in someone's house. It will be very controlled environment. He's got lots of different cameras, meters, all that kind of thing. And it will go on YouTube, guys. So I will definitely let you know when that happens. It won't be live, but we will definitely record it, and I will link it to you in one of the descriptions one day, so you can see us both at work. Steve still has PPPD, but he's coping a lot better. He's having regular therapy, which I'm not. And his baseline is like a 2 out of 10 on a daily basis. Mine is about a 7. So I'm not going to push myself too hard, but I am very interested to meet Amy, the girl who's experiencing this stuff, and just help her in some way if I can. But I'm going to protect myself, don't worry. And I'll only do what I can do. You know, I'm not going to push myself. So that will be interesting for next week. I'll let you know what happens. And I hope you guys are doing okay. If you're not, reach out, and I will speak to you on Sunday. Love you lots.